Ladies and gentlemen, I have a confession to make. I am greedy and stupid, and there is not a power creep issue in Honkai Star Rail. If you can't tell, I'm being sarcastic. Joining me in this video is Life Lessons, and we have a discussion about the power creep in Wuthering Waves and Honkai Star Rail. Enjoy.
Yeah, and that's another thing too. Like, has Genshin ever given us a free 5-star character?
I don't think they did.
I don't think so.
No, I know.
And not when we talk like Aloy definitely doesn't count. Yeah, I just thought about it. Genshin has never given away a free 5-star. That's actually crazy.
Yeah, you know what's funny though, Life, about that? HSR gave you a free 5-star. I think they gave you like 2 free 5-stars, right? But
a standard free 5-star, yes.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they've given away standard 5-stars. They have, but no limited. So
right. But you know the thing with that though, the strings attached. There were strings attached when they did do that, because you know the problem with HSR. Like, I made a video on it. Is there power creep in Wuthering Waves? And basically, I was talking about the HSR situation with the power creep on all the drama going on around that, and and basically compared all the systems in HSR, in comparison to Wuthering Waves. And obviously I do understand one is turn-based, one is obviously an action RPG.
5-star, yes.
So there's more skill expression in Wuthering Waves. I do understand that, but you also have to look at like the characters and the models that they have in these games. Like, I made an example, right? Jian is still technically meta. He's still
he's still good.
He's good.
Legitimately still a good character. He's also easier to play, which is a lot of thing that people don't consider. Like, Jian being easier makes it's like technically, yeah, the other character does more damage, and it's not even like a lot more damage, but this character does relatively similar damage with the far easier to access. It's far easier to access the damage that he does.
Yeah.
So yeah, bro is still strong.
Yeah, and I even compared the standard banners. I even went to the extent of standard banner characters. Standard banner characters are still good in Tower of Adversity. Till this day.
Encore is still killing it.
Encore. Even Ling Yang. If I know people trash on him, and he's not like good compared to.
He's my boy.
He's not. I know he's not as good as compared to all the other 5-stars. But if you like, I made the example, argument of skill expression. If you master his playstyle and you actually learn how to play him correctly, and you get good with his rotations, even Ling Yang can clear in Tower Adversity. Obviously, not as effectively, and your runs won't be as fast, but it is still possible to do that in the end game. That was my point.
I do it. I still now have Carlotta, mind you. So, but before Carlotta came out, I was doing it.
You know, that was my point. So standard banner 5-stars in Wuthering Waves aren't made irrelevant. So you know what I'm saying? And the way they structure the end game, like Tower Adversity, they're not like, okay, you need this new limited 5-star character, otherwise you can't clear this. I made the argument that in Wuthering Waves, you're summoning for what you're summoning for effectively is just fun. You're summoning for a new character.
That's exactly it. You're summoning for fun.
Flashy skills, different play style. You know, the way they work is different compared to what units you already have. They might have more flashy skills, like Brent. I don't know if you've seen his gameplay or whatever.
I haven't.
So
yeah,
in the trailers or whatever they put out, he swings around and stuff. Purple Flames, you might like him. You pull for Brent. They never said you have to get him, otherwise endgame content is inaccessible. And that's what I'm talking about. In majority of gacha games, you need the brand new unit, otherwise you won't clear the endgame, and that's just a fact. You know what I'm saying?
There's also something else to be considered with that conversation as well. The Nightmare Echoes. They implemented those to buff the older characters.
Yeah. Like Calcharo.
Yinlin, Kalkaro, Shang Liao, Encore, Jian. Like, literally everybody gets buffed. Everybody who uses those 4-star 4-cost echoes got their rotations improved, their damage improved. Like, even Camellia, like it's an overall buff to the roster. So yeah, legit, it's a solid, very solid incentive that they have have put in place to keep those older characters from feeling bad. I mean, it makes sense to me because it's just like if you're gonna put these characters on the on banners, right? If you're gonna make a limited ban, like who's pulling for Eula? Not trying to be rude. I like Eula, but realistically, who's gonna pull for that character? Like, not in the state that she's in right now.
Yeah.
Need more Frazzle characters. Yeah, I'm sure we will get Frazzle.
Yeah, I'm sure we will. Yeah.
But yeah, it's like nobody's gonna pull for Eula now because of the state that she's in. But if they continually do things to keep, and you might notice this in PGR as well. PGR introduces things called leaps.
Yeah.
As another way to make older characters.
Yeah.
Be able to keep up, and so it makes you still interested in at least in terms of Wuthering Waves, because those characters are like now I think on the standard banner or something like that in PGR.
Yeah.
But yeah, in terms of Wuthering Waves, it gives you more reason to be like, oh yeah, I still want to get Gian because I heard that he's still competitive now.
Yeah.
So forth, so on, and in the future.
Yeah. And the only one example that I was like, okay, you could say a character has technically been power crept as in like we have gotten a better version of another character is with Zhang Liao, but I did also make the argument that we got him for free. So
well, it's not even just that though, he's limited. Like,
yeah,
you expect standard characters to get power crept. What you don't want is when limited characters to get power crept. That's the problem. Like, Kalkuro is a standard banner character, so like you expect a limited character to do better. But if they start power creeping limited characters, which has not happened yet, that's when people start acting, oh, well, I saved for this character. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that's when people have problems, not when standard banner characters get power crept. Which, once again, as you have said it many times, yeah, he's power crept sort of, but it's not even real power creep because the dude is still usable.
Yeah.
Power creep is when it means like they're not actually like.
Yeah, they're made irrelevant. You can't use them anymore.
They're made irrelevant, basically. Yeah.
Yeah, Calcharo still clears. People are still using Calcharo.
Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing?
Oh, on the Reddit, I saw someone clear hologram. I can't remember which one it was. I think it was I can't remember which one it was. So, someone posted on the Reddit as the final stage clear of hologram with Calcharo solo.
Oh wow, nice.
And they were like posting this, I think it was like day 82 or something like that. They're posting this every single day until Calcharo gets a companion quest, or until he's mentioned in the story.
When New Federation comes, trust.
Yeah, so it's like day 89 of solo max clear of hologram with Calcharo solo. Like it's insane.
Yeah, it's good. It's good to know that you can do that.
You can do that, and it's sad to see what's going on with Honkai Star Rail, man, because that game was super fun. But I saw I
actually just got the Herda last night.
Yeah,
because like I was just like, okay, I'll try 3.0 out. I know everybody's saying certain things. I need to try it for myself before I speak on it. So I got the Herda. Did not spend anything like that. I literally fortunately won the 50-50.
Yeah,
and so
I'm not giving them any of my money anytime soon.
Yeah. Same. Wuthering Waves, Infield potentially, and Project Ananta. That's what I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, like what I've learned is I only spend money on games that I feel deserve it. It's like Star Rail, they've shown that it's not that they don't deserve it. They don't respect your money. They don't respect your time. And I love the game. People who've been following me for a long time know I love that game. I used to cover that game before I made a switch to other games. But I love that game so much, man. But the direction they've gone in is really sad to see. Like, they've made 1.0 units that you might have, like, I had an E2 blade. He's irrelevant right now.
Yeah,
I spent like $600, got an E2 blade, and he's irrelevant right now.
That's crazy that you spent that much money. You could probably get it like close to an E6. You could actually get an E6 character in Wuthering Waves with $600.
Like, listen to this. I spent like $300 the first time he came around, plus all the free stuff I had, and then I pulled him once, and I also got one dupe, I think, and then I got his signature. Then when he came around the second time for his rerun, I spent another $300, lost the 50-50, got him again on the guaranteed. He's E2, and I got like, who else I got? I got like a E4 Bronya. I also got like E1 Silverwolf, E1 Luocha, and they all got their signatures. and my account is still considered trash because I still can't carry a game with that busted team.
Bro.
That team is busted. That team's probably worth like over $1,000 or worth of money spent. And that team, I can't use
insane.
that. I can't use it anymore. And the only way for me to, avoid power creep. And look, I guess I'm stupid and greedy because I know
I know where you're going with that.
I guess I'm stupid and greedy because, I went in on that team and I don't have a new support. Like, oh my God. And the only way I can make my 1.0 team good is if I summon for the brand new 3.0 support units. Like, it's such a it's just a weak argument, man. It's like the weak argument speaks for itself, man. It's like people have their agendas for defending the game, but with all honesty, objectively, there is power creep and it's very bad.
Oh yeah, of course. I don't think anybody would argue that there's power creep in that game realistically.
Yeah.
Like, you can throw all your technical word soup arguments at it, but realistically speaking,
or Robin's best team is every team, man.
Oh my gosh, I haven't even gotten that far. But yeah, so like I said, I just think that we are kind of getting into a place, and I think Wuthering Waves, in my opinion, is leading the charge. And I guess 100%. You can say Kuro Games for sure.
Yeah, Kuro Games.
They're leading the charge right now in terms of like really shifting the landscape, because the more popular Wuthering Waves gets, the more popular their systems will get. And people will be like, wait a second, this other game, is really free to play friendly.
Yeah.
Whereas you all are like, penny pinching me right now.
Yeah.
And so it'll make more developers essentially feel like, okay, we need to compete. Because let's be honest, that's been the case with Genshin. A lot of developers were adopting a similar model to how they monetize. And so, because they're like, well, people are used to it, it works. But now that Wuthering Waves is coming out and they're saying, well, actually, we're going to let you just get the weapon for free and you can get copies in the shop. It's just like, okay, maybe we should. Not even just that, but like with I know the ecosystem isn't perfect, but you can farm every day of the week for whatever you want instead of having to only farm on specific days. Like, on top of that, the boss materials, you can just use all your quote unquote chances at once on the same boss.
Yeah.
Like I'm doing, like, because in Genshin you still can only get like one boss a week, even if you like don't need the other bosses. You can still only use one of the bosses once a week.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's just.
Yeah, because I feel like with that video, it was like I got a lot of likes and a lot of people in the comments agree with me. I had like so many comments. But there was a couple of people that were there like trying to push back, and I was like, they're like, oh, you're just a Kuro bot, and I was like, I called it. They're like, you're a Kuro bot.
Yeah, unfortunately, the gacha space has a lot of unhinged people, and not everybody is worth a response. That's what I've learned. It's just not everybody is worth a response. As like, and it's not even being rude. It's just like, if they're not willing to engage in good faith, then I'm not going to encourage, and I'm not going to incentivize them with a response. Yeah.
It's blatant. I don't know. It's blatantly there, man. It's literally blatantly in our faces. Hell, Blade. Even I talked about Blade. Blade is getting power creep next patch. With my day, he's literally a better version of Blade.
Oh, is that the dude who looks like a berserker?
The berserker. He's a better version of Blade. It's insane. Like he does more damage than like an E3 like an E4 Blade. It's blatant when the whole character kit, like the way Blade was unique with his you attack him, he attacks with his counter attacks, and the lower HP he gets, the more damage he does and stuff like that. They literally did something. They literally took that special unique kit and made it better with my day.
I mean, and like I said, I'm not surprised that sort of thing happens. I will say it does feel like it happened kind of quick. But part of the problem is because they release so many characters in that game so often.
Wait, did I just die?
Oh shoot, you died.
Yeah, I think I wasn't paying attention. 2 seconds. Wait.
But yeah, I think that's the thing, right? Where it's like, you expect like eventually for them to improve on kits, but usually the way it works is they release a 4-star and they give you a better version of the 4 stars kit in a 5-star.
Yeah.
But they've technically done that already, where they gave us Arlen, then they gave us Blade, which was the 5-star version of Arlen, and then they decided now we're gonna make it even better. But yeah, they just release characters so fast in that game. I'm wondering if there's like a long game play here. Like if the reason why Star Rail releases characters so often is for some other game, because they use it for research for another game in the future. Where it's like we need to get as much data as we possibly can on how to like build different characters.